How to discover your life purpose in just 15 minutes. A journey to self-discovery. Have you ever felt like a leaf adrift in the wind, unsure of where you're heading? Perhaps you wake up every day, fulfill your responsibilities, and yet, deep within, there's a nagging emptiness, a voice whispering, "Is this all there is?" If you've ever wondered about your purpose, your true calling, you're not alone. Throughout the ages, wise sages and philosophers have grappled with the very same question. Why are we here? And while the answers may seem shrouded in mystery, the truth is simpler than you think. Imagine this. In just 15 minutes, you could unlock the clarity you've been seeking, discover the path that sets your soul on fire, and awaken to a life of meaning and fulfillment. Yes, it's possible, but only if you are willing to pause, listen, and follow the steps I'm about to share. Stay with me until the very end of this article, and I promise you will walk away not only with practical tools, but also with a deeper sense of empowerment and purpose. These timeless principles have transformed lives before yours, and they will transform yours too, if you dare to embrace them. Step 1. Silence the noise and turn inward. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Ancient proverb. In the ancient wisdom of the sages, it is said that the first step to self-discovery is not to seek answers outside, but to turn inward. Yet, how can one turn inward when surrounded by endless noise? The noise of modern life is relentless, a ceaseless hum of distractions that keeps us disconnected from our essence. The path to discovering your life purpose begins here, by silencing the noise and finding the stillness within. Let us journey together into the heart of this principle, uncovering its timeless wisdom and learning how to apply it in a world that rarely pauses to breathe. The nature of noise. What are we up against? Before we can silence the noise, we must first understand it. Noise is not merely the sounds of the city or the chatter of people. It is the mental clutter that fills our minds. It comes in many forms. The constant barrage of notifications from our devices, the endless stream of opinions and judgments from society, the inner critic that tells us we are not enough. This noise pulls us in every direction, scattering our attention and energy. It blinds us to our inner truth, much like a storm obscures the stars. Imagine a lake during a storm. The water is turbulent, the surface chaotic, and the depths hidden. But when the storm passes, the lake becomes still, and its depths are revealed. Our minds are much like this lake. When the noise subsides, our true selves emerge. Why silence is powerful. The sages of old knew the power of silence. They retreated to mountaintops, forests, and caves, not to escape the world, but to reconnect with their essence. Silence is not emptiness, it is a gateway. In silence, we hear the whisper of our soul, the quiet calling of our purpose. Lesson from nature. Consider the bamboo tree. For the first 5 years, it shows little growth above ground, but beneath the surface, its roots spread far and wide. In its 6th year, it shoots up to incredible heights. The bamboo teaches us that growth often happens in stillness, unseen by the world. When we silence the noise, we allow our roots, our inner truths, to grow strong. Only then can we rise to our full potential. The practice of turning inward. Silencing the noise is not a one-time act, but a daily practice. Here is a step-by-step guide to help you turn inward. Create a sacred space. Find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. It could be a corner of your home, a park, or even your car. This space should feel safe and free from distractions. Think of the great scientist Isaac Newton, who retreated to the countryside during the plague. In that solitude, he discovered the laws of motion and gravity, insights that changed the world. Begin with the breath. Your breath is a bridge between the external and internal worlds. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. With each inhale, draw in calm. With each exhale, release tension and noise. Practical tip. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale for 8 counts. This calms the mind and prepares you for introspection. Observe without judgment. As you sit in stillness, thoughts will arise. Do not fight them or judge them. Simply observe. Imagine your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. temporary and ever-changing. The Buddha, while meditating under the Bodhi tree, faced countless distractions, temptations, fears, doubts, but he observed them without attachment, allowing them to pass. This is how he attained enlightenment. Listen to the inner voice. Beneath the chatter of the mind lies a deeper voice, the voice of your intuition, your soul. It speaks in whispers, not shouts. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What do I long for? Then listen. Lesson from a modern icon. Oprah Winfrey credits her success to moments of silence and introspection. She often says, "My inner voice has always guided me." Listening to her intuition led her to create a life of purpose and impact. The challenges of silence. Silence is not always comfortable. In the beginning, it can feel unsettling. The noise you are trying to escape might grow louder before it fades. This is because silence forces you to confront yourself, your fears, doubts, and unspoken truths. Example of transformation. Consider Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison. In that silence and isolation, he reflected deeply on his purpose. When he emerged, he was not broken but stronger, clearer, and more determined. The rewards of silence. When you silence the noise, the rewards are profound. Clarity. You see your life with new eyes, recognizing what truly matters. Peace. The endless striving and comparing fade, replaced by contentment. Purpose. You connect with your inner calling, the reason you are here. Mother Teresa once said, "The fruit of silence is prayer. The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. The fruit of love is service." Her life of service began with moments of deep silence. Final reflection. Silencing the noise and turning inward is not about escaping the world but about engaging with it from a place of truth and strength. The ancient masters knew this, and now you do too. Take this wisdom to heart. Set aside 15 minutes today to practice stillness. In that quiet space, you will find not only yourself but also the beginnings of your life purpose. Step 2. Reflect on your joys and pains. Your joys and your sorrows, when traced deeply, lead you to the core of your purpose. What brings light to your soul and what burdens your heart are not random. They are sacred whispers from your destiny. In our quest for purpose, we often overlook the simplest yet most profound clues. The things that make us feel alive and the things that break us. Reflecting on your joys and pains is not merely about dwelling on emotions. It is about recognizing the patterns in your experiences that reveal what truly matters to you. The power of joy. What makes your heart sing? The moments of unbridled happiness in your life are not trivial. They are markers, guiding you toward your passions and potential. Joy, in its purest form, is a signpost that points you to the activities, people, and experiences aligned with your soul's essence. Imagine a young child who loves to draw, spending hours sketching imaginary worlds. As they grow, this joy and creativity might evolve into a passion for art, design, or storytelling. Yet, how many of us abandon such joys in the face of societal expectations? Ask yourself, what brings me joy, even when no one is watching? The answer often leads to your unique gifts, those that not only make you happy but also enrich the lives of others. The gift of pain, the seeds of purpose and struggle. If joy lights the way, pain digs the foundation. Your deepest struggles are not punishments. They are teachers. They shape your resilience, compassion, and understanding. Often, it is in your darkest moments that you discover what truly matters. Consider Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who endured unimaginable suffering. Through his pain, he discovered the profound truth that life's meaning comes from our ability to find purpose, even in suffering. His book Man's Search for Meaning has since inspired millions. Reflect on the moments that have tested you the most. What did they teach you? What causes or missions emerged from those experiences? Often, your purpose lies in turning your pain into a gift for others. Practical exercise. Unearthing your joys and pains. Set aside 15 minutes today and divide a sheet of paper into 2 columns. Label one joys and the other pains. In each column, write joys, times you felt alive, fulfilled, or in flow. Pains, challenges, losses, or struggles that left a lasting impact. Reflection prompt. For each entry, ask yourself, what values does this joy or pain reveal? How can this shape the way I contribute to the world? By connecting these dots, you'll begin to see a clearer picture of your purpose. Step 3. Write without judgment. The unexamined life is not worth living, but the unexpressed truth is not worth finding. Inspired by Socratic wisdom, once you have reflected on your joys and pains, the next step is to give them voice. Writing without judgment is a powerful tool to connect with your subconscious mind. It is not about crafting perfect sentences or organizing your thoughts. It is about letting the raw, unfiltered truth pour out onto the page. The freedom of expression. When you write without judgment, you bypass the critical mind that often censors your deepest truths. You give yourself permission to explore dreams, fears, and desires you might not even know you had. Take the story of Maya Angelou. Before becoming a celebrated poet and author, she kept journals where she wrote freely about her struggles and aspirations. These writings became the foundation for her iconic works, including I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Writing without judgment allows you to tap into a wellspring of creativity and clarity. It is the gateway to discovering your authentic self. The practice, stream of consciousness writing. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Take a notebook or open a blank document and write whatever comes to mind. Don't pause, don't edit, and don't judge. Let your thoughts flow like a river. Prompt suggestions. What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What legacy do I want to leave behind? What is one dream I've buried out of fear? Identifying the hidden gems. After your writing session, step away for a moment. When you return, read your words with curiosity, not criticism. Look for recurring themes, phrases, or emotions. Often, these are the seeds of your purpose. Journaling helped Brandon Stanton, the creator of Humans of New York, uncover his passion for storytelling and connecting with people. Today, his platform reaches millions, all because he listened to the small whispers in his writing. In the messy, unfiltered thoughts of your mind lies the blueprint for your most meaningful work. The wisdom of writing as a ritual. In ancient cultures, writing was often seen as a sacred act, a way to commune with the divine or to clarify one's path. By making this practice a daily or weekly ritual, you continually align yourself with your purpose. Leonardo da Vinci kept countless notebooks where he sketched, wrote ideas, and reflected on his surroundings. These journals became the foundation for his genius, revealing a man endlessly curious and committed to growth. What might you discover about yourself if you made writing a sacred practice in your life? The dance between joy, pain, and expression. To discover your purpose, you must dance between the light of your joys and the shadow of your pains, using the act of writing as a bridge between the two. Your joys remind you of what you are meant to create, while your pains give you the strength and wisdom to do so. Writing without judgment allows these truths to surface, guiding you toward a life of meaning and fulfillment. The ancient masters teach us that purpose is not found in grand achievements or distant dreams. It is found in the everyday moments of reflection, expression, and action. So, I leave you with this. Take time to reflect on your joys and pains, and write your heart out. If you found value in this journey, let it not end here. Subscribe to our channel and join a community of seekers who are committed to living with purpose. The path ahead is bright, and together, we will walk it with courage and clarity. Step 4. Identify patterns. Patterns reveal the invisible thread of destiny. In the intricate weave of life, patterns are the hidden language of your soul, whispering truths about who you are and why you're here. When you take the time to pause and examine your experiences, you'll discover a roadmap etched into the fabric of your being. These patterns are not mere coincidences. They are the guiding stars of your life purpose. The power of reflection. Reflection is the mirror that reveals the patterns of our lives. When you observe your thoughts, actions, and feelings over time, you begin to notice recurring themes, things that consistently draw you, inspire you, or even challenge you. These themes are not accidents. They are clues, placed by the universe, pointing you toward your unique purpose. The artist who always drew. Take the story of Maria, a woman who always loved art but never considered it her life purpose. As a child, she would sketch on scraps of paper, losing hours in the process. In school, art projects brought her the most joy, but she dismissed it as a hobby. Later in life, as a marketing professional, she found herself volunteering to create visual designs for presentations. When she finally reflected on her past, she saw the pattern clearly. Art had always been her guiding thread. Today, Maria runs a successful illustration business, fulfilling a purpose she had overlooked for years. The teacher who didn't see it. Consider John, a man who believed his purpose was in finance. But when he reflected deeply, he noticed that his happiest moments came from helping others understand complex topics. Whether it was tutoring classmates, mentoring younger colleagues, or even explaining board games, teaching was the thread that connected his life. Embracing this pattern, he transitioned to education and found true fulfillment. How to identify patterns in your life. Look back at your joys. What activities have consistently brought you happiness? Even in childhood, joy is a powerful indicator of alignment with your purpose. Examine your challenges. Often, the struggles we face repeatedly hold lessons we are meant to master and share with others. Listen to compliments. What do others often praise you for? Sometimes, others see our gifts more clearly than we do. Track repeated themes. Keep a journal of your thoughts and actions over time. Patterns emerge when you observe yourself without judgment. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey's life is a testament to identifying patterns. From a young age, she excelled in public speaking and storytelling, winning awards in oratory competitions. These talents followed her through her career as a journalist and eventually as the host of her iconic talk show. By recognizing and following these patterns, she transformed her gifts into a life purpose that has inspired millions. Lessons from Step 4. Your purpose is already within you. You don't need to search outside yourself. Your experiences, passions, and challenges are the seeds of your purpose. Patterns provide clarity. When you see recurring themes, they reveal what truly matters to you. Reflection is a sacred practice. Make time for introspection. The answers you seek are often hidden in plain sight. Step 5. Take a small, brave step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. Knowing your purpose is not enough. You must act on it. Yet, the leap into action often feels daunting. Fear whispers, "What if I fail?" Doubt questions, "What if I'm wrong?" But the wisdom of the ages reminds us, great journeys begin with small, courageous steps. The importance of action. Action transforms intention into reality. It bridges the gap between your dreams and your destiny. Even the smallest step forward carries the power to shift your trajectory and create momentum. The writer who started with a blog. Emily always dreamed of writing a novel, but felt overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. One day, she decided to start small. She began a blog where she shared short stories. Her audience grew, and her confidence blossomed. Within 2 years, she published her first novel, a bestseller. The entrepreneur who sold one product. Consider Raj, who wanted to start a business but lacked the resources. Instead of waiting for the perfect opportunity, he began by selling handmade candles at a local market. That single step evolved into a thriving home goods brand, proving that humble beginnings can lead to great achievements. How to take your first brave step. Choose one small action. Break your dream into manageable pieces. Focus on one simple step you can take today. Set a time frame. Commit to completing your action within a specific time frame. Deadlines create urgency and accountability. Celebrate progress. Every step, no matter how small, is a victory. Acknowledge your courage and reward yourself for moving forward. J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter in small chunks while struggling with poverty. She didn't wait for perfect conditions. She simply wrote whenever she could. Her small steps ultimately led to one of the most beloved book series of all time. The ripple effect of courage. When you take a small, brave step, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage creates ripples, touching lives in ways you may never see. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks' act of refusing to give up her bus seat was a small step, but it ignited a movement that changed the course of history. Lessons from Step 5. Action builds confidence. Every step you take strengthens your belief in yourself. Small steps lead to big changes. Progress is often invisible in the beginning, but over time, small actions compound into monumental achievements. Courage is contagious. When you act bravely, you give others permission to do the same. The wisdom of the ancients. As the sages of old have taught us, life is a dance between reflection and action. Identifying patterns gives you clarity. Taking brave steps gives you power. Together, these steps unlock your potential and align you with your purpose. So, my dear reader, what will you do today? Will you merely read these words and let them fade? Or will you take the first step toward the life you were born to live? The lesson of the ancient masters. As the wise elders often say, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Your life purpose isn't a destination. It's a journey of self-discovery. The process we've outlined today is simple yet profound. Silence the noise. Reflect deeply. Express freely. And act courageously. Now, the choice is yours. Will you let another day pass without purpose? Or will you seize this moment to transform your life? If you found value in these words, don't keep them to yourself. Share this wisdom with others. And let's create a world where everyone lives with purpose. Subscribe to our channel to continue learning, growing, and unlocking the potential within. Your journey has only just begun.